We were talking earlier, you were telling me something about the 10-second rule. That you said you wanted to tell me something about that.
Oh. You know, and I think everybody has done this at one point in their life. I don't care who you are. You've done it when you were young. You probably even did it in teenage years.
Yeah.
And even as you get older, you tend to do it,
Yeah,
right? Without even realizing it. You'll drop a piece of food on the floor. Now, not so much if it's a piece of food off a plate, but if it's a candy,
Definitely.
you know, stick of gum or something, you'll pick it right up and pop it into your mouth. And everybody says it's the 10-second rule. And I'm thinking, 10-second rule? And they said, yeah, it's 10 seconds from the time that the piece of food hits the floor that you can pick it up. If you pick it up within that 10 seconds, you can eat it.
Yeah.
And I thought, really?
You never heard of that?
I thought, so what you're telling me is it takes 10 seconds for any hair or dirt to get attracted to the piece of food. Right? I'm thinking, who come up with this rule? Because, come on, when you drop, even though you know that this rule is in your head, when you drop that stick of gum or something, you pick it up and you put it in your mouth, you still stand there looking down at that floor to see what could have possibly, and while you're standing there, you're doing this. You know?
Yeah.
you know you're looking, you're thinking, and in your head's full of it because your head's saying, no, it's all right. That's not from what was on the floor, right? As you're chewing on the gum with the little hair sticking out of it, right? Or the grain, a little pebble or something, right? And then I started thinking, who come up with this 10-second rule? Is it this another one of the government's great ideas to get a $40,000 grant to a group of scientists who stood around with some food and threw it on the floor and timed how long it took for a piece of dirt to be attracted to it? Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure wherever the floor is, within 1 second when that piece of food hits the contact of the floor, there's a piece of dirt on it.
Yeah. Well.
You know, dirt doesn't have brains or hair. They don't sit back and they go, okay, wait a minute. Who's got the Rolex? Is 10 seconds up yet? We can attack that piece of meat. Right, you know? Come on now.
Right.
As soon as it hits the floor, it's got to have dirt on it. Jeez, 10-second rule. I could see the scientist now. Right? One with a periscope there checking it out. Right? You know?
Yeah.
I could see it now, 10-second rule. Get out of here. It hits the floor, it's dirty. Don't be eating it. Right? You know, they want to be thankful it wasn't down, you know, from back east. I could see a group of scientists from back east and putting that piece of food on the floor. Now, I'm going to put the piece of food by the germ. We're going to see, now you get the timer out. Anybody, I need that microscope thing. Let's take a good look at this. Let's see how long it takes his mental ability
Yeah.
to attach, to realize he wants that piece of food and attach it to him. We're timing here now. This is a government survey. You know, I could see it all now, and I could see the German text. 10 seconds, down home. They could have a whole song about that. Lies, look down home, right?
Okay.
It's a shorter version because it gives more time to drink if you just say, la. You know, it's quicker. So I can see it down home. They have a whole song. La. Oh, he attached himself by la. Right? I can see it now. Yes,
Oh my God.
you know, there's no such thing. You drop the food, the dirt's on it, right? Whether you choose to eat or not is your own thing. I guess the rule in your head helps justify why you just picked it up and shoved it into your mouth.
I think you changed my mind.
Jeez, you know, get out of here.
Yeah.
They say when they cook the food, like I'm not a big one for technology, right? I like some technology, but I find that we go too far ahead and we don't really examine everything that we've developed until some bad things start happening, and then they go, geez, maybe we shouldn't have done that one. We should have changed that, right?
Yeah,
you know? Like, I think you should really fully examine something before you start selling it to people, right? And find out that down the road it doesn't do a good thing, right? Like the microwave. I don't own a microwave. I won't allow a microwave in me bloody house. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I can't see what's cooking that food. I can't see those waves. I don't know if those waves are creeping outside that box. If somebody turns on the microwave, I leave the room. I do. I go into the next room because for some reason in my head I feel if I'm in the next room, they can't get me. Right? Oh, you hear this fan going, you see the stuff bubbling, but you can't see what's making it bubble. You got an oven, you stick it in. You know that hot thing is
Yeah.
making it cook.
And it isn't good for you. That's what they say, I think.
I don't know whether it's good
Same
for you or
as-
not, but
same with
I've got
cell
the
phones.
sneaky feeling that it just bothers me. I'm not standing next to that sucker while it's on. It just really, really bothers me. Modern technology, bull crap, right? You know, that just
Yeah.
makes me really nervous. It does. You know, stuff like that.
So that's why you don't have a cell phone then. Because I wonder about that.
The cell phone now, in some ways it's a good idea. You know, in some ways it is. You got a young kid out with some of the weirdos that are out nowadays, you want them to have a cell phone to call you in case they get in
Yeah,
trouble.
emergency.
In my case, from the time that I come home till the time that I go to bed, my phone is ringing. And people say to me, when I'm out in my truck, that is the only place that I get peacefulness. No phone, no nothing. People say, why don't you get a cell phone?
Yeah.
Put it in your truck. No! That's the only place I've got peace. Why the hell do I want the phone in there?
That's
so you
true.
can haunt me in there? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jeez! It's
Yeah,
pretty
but
sad when the only place I got peace is in the truck,
Yeah.
right? And with my family, I got to keep my vision level even because they get those smoke signals going, and I have to answer because they know I got good farsightedness, right? So I can see that sucker, right? So I just drive like this. No, I don't look up. No.